came here to die and continues to shock the world because he didn't stay dead here. And one day, again in Jerusalem, he'll show the world that he's alive. God's beautiful eternal love for Jerusalem cannot be quenched. For more than 1,000 years, his home address was here at the original clean room called the Holy of Holies on the Temple Mount, the very heartbeat of Israel's existence. And when eternity begins, the new Jerusalem will come down from heaven, adorned like a bride on her wedding day. When I first traveled to the city of God, the effect on me was like nothing I had ever experienced. The sheer spiritual intensity of the place gripped me and wouldn't let go. What was happening to me? I wondered. I couldn't get the ancient walled city out of my mind. I had already done a fair amount of world traveling, but I never once returned home and dreamed about Moscow, Buenos Aires, or even our own Washington, D.C. After being in Jerusalem, however, I often revisited the city in my dreams. Was I experiencing some kind of spiritual breakdown? Actually, I found out that I was in very good company. After all, our Savior, the disciples, and selected prophets were all prone to emotionalism while in this majestic city. Jesus wept over it. The 12 marveled at it. The prophets made it the focal point of their scathing messages to God's disobedient people. Truly, the call of Jerusalem gets into people's blood, sometimes mystically and misguidedly so. Jesus predicted in Matthew 24 that many would proclaim to be the Messiah in the days to come. How true! Jerusalem has experienced this phenomenon for years. Today, I'm told that at least one person a week walks into Jerusalem and proclaims to be the true Messiah. A special wing in the city's famous Hadassah Hospital has a steady stream of delusional visitors. Some claim to be Jesus, others Elijah, John the Baptist, Moses, or one of the apostles. But even those of us who are still of sound mind and body continue to sense its pull. And the majority of those who experience what is now called Jerusalem syndrome are American Christians. Jerusalem, it seems, has special powers over people unlike any other place. The city that just can't live up to its name. Jerusalem is paradoxical by nature. Its name means the city of peace, yet rarely does it ever experience any. The numbers are staggering. Throughout its history, Jerusalem has been leveled 18 times, been conquered 37 times, and changed hands 86 times. International coverage of Jerusalem routinely highlights the fact that the city is the ultimate political minefield. A river of blood has flowed out of the city over the years, and the riverbed appears to be widening. As I write this, the day's top news story is a proposed plan that would divide Jerusalem between Jews and Palestinians. If this happens, Muslims will be rejoicing worldwide. Unfortunately, this would be a blatant disregard for history, since Islam has no valid claims to the city of Jerusalem whatsoever. Not only is history being ignored in this case, but so is common sense. Islam makes no bones about it. They want all of Jerusalem, minus the Jews. One of the recent strategies designed to accomplish this aim is a phenomenon sweeping the world today called temple denial. This attempt to revise history was originally stated by Yasser Arafat in December 2000 at Camp David meetings with then President Bill Clinton and Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak. Clinton, desperate to leave behind something positive from his presidency after being impeached, was pushing hard for peace between the Jews and Palestinians. But in his plan, Israel had to sacrifice everything to get a guarantee of peace from the Palestinians. This sacrifice included the holy city of Jerusalem. It is a vast understatement to say that Jewish concessions would have been catastrophic for Israel if they had accepted this peace plan. Here are the parameters of what Israel was expected to give up. The Palestinians would receive full control of 1/2 of Jerusalem, Israel's beloved Temple Mount, the Christian quarter of Jerusalem, and all